So a few years ago, when I came through Unity of Santa Barbara just to hang out, and I was here on a visit, and I noticed this woman of bright light, and I was just captivated by her, because we seek each other, don't we? I went, "Who are you?" And she goes, "Well, I'm Michelle Hubbard. I'm really a minister, but I'm kind of a minister, but I really don't, And I went, "So you're a minister, Michelle Hubbard." So we went on she's now on the Institute of Online Teaching People. She is a bright light. She's going to be teaching here with us, and we're honored to have her. Reverend Michelle Hubbard is going to talk about what unity means to her.
Wow. Happy birthday, Reverend Temple. The moment that she described was, for me, a moment of feeling being seen all the way through. I had never experienced that before, and to be able to be here and be part of this community now as she is taking me under her wing is such a privilege. I'm going to let you know that I have been struggling for a couple of weeks trying to put into words what unity means to me. And I would come up with something, and I even last night, I had something all prepared in the script, and this is what I was going to read, and it was going to be within the appropriate time frame, and it was going to be from my heart. Well, that's not exactly how from the heart works. And so at about 6:30 this morning, as I'm waking up, I realized, oh, shoots, that was not it. What is? And so here's what, at least at this moment, unity is for me. It's a bookmark in my life's journey of before and after. And that bookmark happened for me at about halfway through where I am in my life, at least at this point. I was living in Hawaii, and I wanted to have a family. But I wanted it to be spiritual. Well, I'd been introduced to religious science, but they didn't really have a presence on Oahu at that time. And so I learned about unity, and I thought, well, okay, I'll go to a unity church. And I went to a unity church, and it was not a fit. But in that unity church, they started talking about this other unity church. And it was just like a Vegas show. And I thought, well, I like Vegas shows. And that minister, he did all of this wild talking and added humor in his talks. And I thought, I love humor in spiritual talks. And they have this community that has all these weirdos in it. And I thought, I love weirdos. I'll fit right in there. So I went. And it was like coming home to my soul. I'd been putting together this kind of Michelle mishmash of spiritual beliefs that I was hearing echoed back to me by the Fillmores, Ernest Holmes, mystic poets, and I fell in love. I fell in love with the church. I fell in love with the teachings. I totally immersed myself in it. I knew exactly how things were going to work out for me. Well, when you graduate from God's curriculum, it may not look the way you thought it was going to. And so when I had absorbed evidently all that I needed to from this amazing experience, all of a sudden church changed, I changed, my marriage changed, and my dad in California's health changed. I felt myself being pushed back to California where I was born and raised. Well, it's been about 10 years now of discovering what's next, who am I now, how do I put all of this magical Camelot moment into a real life experience. And it led me to Unity of Santa Barbara, which I wasn't sure how things were going to turn out there. But I had a moment where I was seen as the truth of what I'd kind of been hiding under wraps, that this is who I really am, but I'm going to just savor that for myself. And so now, as I have unity with me as this, do you remember a couple of weeks ago when Reverend Temple was leading us through the visioning experience? And she said, you focus on the what and not the how. Well, ultimately for me, unity is a how for a what that I'm not even conscious of. So I'm looking forward now to what's going to unfold, knowing that Unity and Unity of Santa Barbara and Reverend Temple and Reverend Kathy are going to be a part of my journey. Thank you for letting me share that.